Kansas City. We have got Cincinnati. We have got Buffalo, and we've got Chargers. We've got Kansas City versus Chargers. Kansas City moving ahead. We've also got Buffalo and Cincy with Buffalo going ahead. So that's going to put us in Atlanta. Kansas City versus Buffalo. Kansas City moving on.
In the table full of Chiefs fans? Yeah, you do, brother.
Right.
Hey, like I said,
So I have a feeling.
can we have a Steelers?
I don't want to get beat up.
Steelers.
I don't want to get beat up.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you
So-
spelled Kansas
but-
City wrong, Bo.
Okay, so
But I picked Buffalo.
So we're 5-1. 5-1.
I'll take the mods.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be a fucking killer game.
Let's-
I think it'll
It
be.
should.
A killer game.
It should be a good
I
one.
think it'll be
should
a
be.
repeat, and I think Buffalo's gonna end
It's
up.
definitely
with the ball
not going to be a
last.
cakewalk.
I think
No.
Buffalo's gonna end up with the ball last. Is what's gonna happen. But yeah,
They're going to leave 13 seconds.
That's all we need.
Oh yeah, they're gonna manage that clock this time.
one time.
All right, so let's go to the other half. Let's go to the NFC. All right, let's start off with your boy Tom Brady, and then Cowboys. Man,
It's Cowboys.
Hey, before you do that, real quick.
All right,
real
come
quick.
on, come
All
on.
right. I did this chart here, right? On the AFC side, you had three teams that were head and shoulders above everybody else. You
Yeah.
agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay. The NFC was really
tight.
tight. And I had a really hard time figuring out, first of all, who do you think is the best team in the NFC?
It's tough.
San Francisco for me.
I think it's San Fran.
I'd go with San Francisco.
Niners.
When you say it's not top heavy tough, if it's middle of the pack.
Yeah,
tough,
it's like they're all so
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
How you gonna
I got-
ignore San Francisco's on what 8 or 9 winning?
I got
winning streak?
Philly.
You got
With
Philly,
Hurts,
Right, you can
Philly,
feel-
with Hurts, I got
Philly with
Philly.
Hurts, I would say.
Hurts.
But is there
right
going to be any
there.
rust that he has to shake off in the
Said to me, Dallas is too up and down.
Yeah.
They're way too up and
You
down.
never
On
know.
paper, Dallas maybe.
I,
the best team.
they're
Out of
studs.
everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
stat wise they're awesome, but you watch their games and man, they're
You say
You can
that.
have,
One
but you
game
can have
they
two
look good.
different Dallas games.
That's what I'm
in-
saying.
Inside of one game.
You say
Yeah.
that, but would you be surprised if they go into Tampa Bay and get beat? I mean,
And that's where it gets a little muddy because
Right.
Tom Brady puts a whole thing. It's everybody, man.
You can
It's
put
like
three
anybody
check
that wants
marks.
to bet on that
Right.
game.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to talk about that game, they can sit there and they can be like Dallas on paper,
no.
Dallas.
in games
Yeah.
like this,
Dallas, running, Dallas, their defense, Dallas fast, and then they're like, but Tom Brady's playing in the game.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
so I
Tom
don't
Brady
know.
in the
I don't know.
playoffs.
Right.
And I mean,
Come on,
Right.
dude. I thought this
That's
guy was going to
everything
retire in
else.
4 years.
I know, but it's still Tom Brady in the playoffs. Even as an old
I
man,
know.
he's still.
He got
Every
divorced
single
and he's
person
ready
I've
to
talked
play.
to.
Tom
He's
Brady
ready to go.
against
Yeah.
any
Yeah,
of
I'm
these,
going out on
I
a
mean,
limb.
regular
never count
season,
him out.
regular season, Tom
Monday
Brady,
night.
no, but playoffs, Tom Brady.
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
You're not on a limb, bro. You
Uh,
are,
well,
you're,
I
you're
don't-
the majority.
No,
I'm,
yeah.
taking,
I talked
I'm
to.
taking Tampa Bay.
I have never seen Dallas on the road with, I think it's minus 3.5, two and a
Yeah,
half.
they're 2.5.
Dude, let
They're
me tell
down.
you.
You're on the
They're
road, so
down
that's
2.5.
really-
Let me
that's
tell you what
really
hurt
not
Dallas
good.
was that
Dallas
last
is
game
favored.
that they
Really?
played. Everybody watched that last game that they played.
It was horrible.
like,
Against
what
Washington.
the-
I did. They look like shit.
What is going
Yeah.
on with Dallas?
I told Nixon didn't watch it. I told him, I said, Dallas lost. He goes, who did they play? The Commanders? He goes, they lost to the damn Commanders? I said, yeah. They
this
got
is what-
stomped
this
by
is
the
how I
Commanders.
Look, I still call them the Redskins. I don't know about
Yeah,
y'all fellas.
you
I call
can't
them
say
Steelers.
that, though.
Yeah,
You
they'll always-
can't say that.
Put it out there. What's going on?
they'll
That is
always
going
be
to
the
get you.
Reds.
Okay, you can. I agree.
That's going to get you banned.
This is just the world we live in. Look who Tom Brady has to go through at tops. He's got to go through Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy, or Geno Smith to go to the Super Bowl, or Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts is first time in the playoffs. It's just like
I don't think you can put quarterbacks. You just can't. I mean,
it just.
I read a
seems-
thing
can't compare.
earlier that said Geno Smith is the number one quarterback, is the best quarterback in the NFC.
Jalen Smith.
On the bracket?
What?
On the
I
bracket?
don't know.
It must be on the
I don't know
bracket.
what they're. I don't. Well, they're
Because they
just
can't be
saying.
talking about.
They just said in the NFC. Maybe
Okay.
maybe just left in the
Let's go around the horn. What's everybody got on this first one? I got Tampa Bay.
I got
Let's-
Dallas.
I got Dallas.
took
The
Dallas.
analytics
I got
said
Dallas.
we done the AFC one right there.
I got
I
Dallas.
took Dallas. I took
took
Dallas because I feel like, yes, they are playing. Have you guys seen the outdoors games deal? They're 4-1 or 1-4.
Outdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
Yeah, the
They're
Cowboys.
playing
They
on
can't bring
grass,
their. They
1-4.
can't. They can't bring their nice
Tom
benches
Brady
and
has
stuff.
never lost
Yeah, with
to
the-
the Dallas
with
But
Cowboys.
what does
You guys
that
know
mean?
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah,
what does
Tom
that
was
mean?
never
You
lost.
tell me.
I don't know.
Tom Brady, man. I don't know.
I get it, but it's like,
it means
you
what
know.
it means.
It's the same deal.
that
You
guy.
can
Has he ever
like
beat Dak Prescott? I mean, it just depends.
Tom Brady's beat
He's never
everybody
beat
at
Dak
least 3
Prescott.
times.
He's
I
never
think.
had.
Dude.
Has he played him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
7
yeah,
times.
oh,
They
yeah.
beat him early in the
Tom
season.
Brady is
Oh, that's
7 and
8.
0
That's 7-0 with Dak Prescott.
with Dak.
Yeah.
He's played him that many times.
No.
Wow.
No,
Even when he was with the
Yeah.
New England
Patriots.
But
Patriots.
he's played Dak
that's
Prescott
that's
7
during
times.
that's against Dallas, not necessarily with Dak Prescott.
Right. So,
Just
so what difference does it make if he beats Dallas without? It's a different
He's
team.
played him with
He's played
Dak
him a couple
Prescott.
times.
Okay. I'm taking Tampa Bay. That's
I took Dallas.
It's definitely hard to count Tom Brady out, but
It's always hard to count Tom Brady out,
I think what's Dallas's deal? They're
especially
4.
against this.
They win
Right.
4, lose 2, win 4,
Mhm.
lose 2, and they're on their.
And they're going to roll.
They're
I
on
do
a
like
roll.
what they're doing with the run game lately in the last second half of
Fournette's
the year.
looked a little bit better.
I mean, I'm talking about Dallas.
Oh, that was okay.
I'm talking about they're using Zeke more.
I don't know,
Well, Zeke's feeling
but I'll
good too.
take Tampa.
You went Tampa.
I went Tampa.
I think the next one's a lot closer.
But as a group, sounds like Dallas.
I'm going Minnesota this game.
That's the one I struggled with.
I gotta go Giants.
struggled with it.
I think the Giants are very, very underdogged, and they shouldn't be. I think the Giants have had a tough road, and I think they're due.
Their division's tough.
It
Their
is.
division's tough.
Minnesota's had a lot.
I think Nick Wright
rough
called the
couple of-
Giants the
last couple of weeks. We'll see.
best rated underdog.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Daniel
Something
Jones is
like
on the
that,
up and
like
up
the-
for sure.
Yeah. Saquon
Most
is
overrated
healthy.
underdog or something like that.
I think that they're a consistent team. Sometimes they play some bad ball, but sometimes they play some really good ball.
And they've been playing a
What's
lot.
their
They've been
coach's
playing
name?
good
Brian
ball
Daboll?
lately.
Play ball, yeah.
In ball,
For
yeah.
some reason, he's just got that mojo with him.
Yeah.
Like they feed off of him.
Yeah.
It's funny though. 'Cause it's like night and day. All the quarterbacks I feel like are on this side,
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
and then
And
you've got
intangibles.
Christian McCaffrey, and you have Saquon Barkley, Dalvin Cook,
Dalvin Cook, Zeke and Pollard.
Zeke and Pollard, Leonard Fournette, the Bruiser,
Zeke's been playing some good
Kenneth
football
Walker.
too.
who's a rookie but looks good.
Oh yeah.
And then Philadelphia's got kind of a funky backfield with Miles Sanders and
They've got some nice receivers.
yeah.
They've
Yeah.
got some
But
real nice
it's
receivers.
just interesting because it's like that to me is different than over here.
Right.
Than
Oh,
on the
yeah.
AFC side.
Minnesota's just so sporadic. I mean, just so up and down. Like Cousins can go for 40, or he can throw a goose. I guess you
You can come back
Yeah.
from 33
Right.
down at half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he
Yeah.
he can also
Yeah.
cost you 33.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
cost
Why were you down
half
30?
and a half.
Why were you down 33
Yeah.
and a half is the question.
Gold chain Kirk.
So am I,
Yeah.
am I by myself with Minnesota?
No, I'm
I
taking.
picked
you
Minnesota.
I'm taking Minnesota.
Okay.
No,
I gotta
yeah.
go Giants.
I think it'll be
I'll-
close. but
I think it's
Minnesota's
Giants.
gonna win. I want the Giants to win.
I do
think
too.
Minnesota's
I want the
going
Giants to
yeah.
win too. but
They're
I'm
in the
going-
dome too.
The Giants are so
gonna take-
one-dimensional. Is what it feels like.
They're going to be up there chanting "Skull" the whole time in that dome.
Is
That's a
Daniel,
venue too.
That's a venue.
That's a
Yeah.
tough
I mean,
venue.
that's a tough
Yeah.
one.
is Daniel
Yeah.
Jones a long-term answer right here?
They think he is.
Yeah, they're rolling with him.
Yeah.
They're
I think,
rolling.
I think if the right guy falls to
Yeah.
the right people, no matter what, you just give it a shot. I mean, look at Brock Purdy.
Right.
Came out of nowhere.
Dude,
That's the
Jimmy
guy you
Garoppolo-
want. Like,
Garoppolo's
that.
gone next year. He's gone.
Probably. Yeah. Thought that this year.
I thought it this year too, but shit. 'cause
Well, he is now because
Right. Because
He's-
who's it?
he's
Jordan
watched
Love?
from the
Not Jordan
seat.
Love. It's
Trey Lance?
Trey Lance.
Trey
and
Lance.
Now Purdy's going to now be your backup. So I think Garoppolo, you got to get rid of him.
But this is a no-brainer right here, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm saying for him.
Oh, everybody's saying.
San Francisco's beaten them twice this year already.
Seattle was that.
San Francisco's
Holy
San Francisco's
crap,
probably
we
one of
made
the
the
only teams that's gotten
playoffs!
stronger. I feel like
As the year-
they're one of the only ones that's really gotten stronger as the year goes on.
Yeah.
They're all healthy now.
Yeah, I
I think
think
the
both of
Giants have gotten a lot stronger as
Yeah.
the year went on.
They probably had to.
What was the stat I seen on Gino? Was he the highest completion percentage this year? I mean, he has for filling in for Russell
Well, you
Wilson.
passed 14 times.
Man, there's he's
5%.
doing
That's what the thing was. I heard.
highest completion.
all
percentage?
season
Yeah.
we're 12 for 14.
Almost.
So who's that puts us?
So that puts us with Dallas Philly a rematch. This time, Hurts is healthy.
I think Philly's got it.
Hurts is going to be healthy against the Dallas rematch.
I think they'll shut Dax down.
How many years can Dallas go into the playoffs and lose though?
Hey, look at the Bills. Boy, I love
I
losing
mean,
Super
like,
Bowls.
that's
Yeah, right.
bro.
Part of me love. I love Dallas because of Jerry. I
like
love me
Dallas.
some Jerry.
I like that.
Everybody loves Jerry.
I'd
dude.
give him the Jerry factor.
I think
man.
it's
So
hilarious.
I'd like to
that
see
they-
Philadelphia do something because
I would like to, yeah.
The Chiefs came from Dallas.
Yeah.
I got a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Hunt family's from Dallas.
I've been to a
I'd love
lot
to
of
see their
Cowboys
hopes
games.
get up
Have
and
you?
then dash.
I travel down
love it.
I-44. That's
Football's a lot.
Dallas based. I mean,
Football's a lot better when the Cowboys are rolling, or if they suck. Then it's got to be one of the two spectrums.
yeah, they can't be.
in
They
the
not a-
can't
middle.
play
I'm not
even
a-
ball.
Yeah, it's got to
Dak
be.
fan at all.
I
I'm
can't
not
say
either.
that.
No.
His interception numbers are
I
I'm not a
can't-
Zeke fan.
I'm
I
not a
don't-
Zeke fan.
I
think
I'm
Jerry
not a
Jones-
Zeke
I
fan.
like
I
Pollard.
Dak.
I think they got to call
fan.
Jerry
I like
Jones
I
when
like
Dax
Pollard
does
and I like
something
Parsons.
to tell him, "Hey, we're coming to you." Dax just threw a
And I
pass
like Zeke.
because I think Jerry
And Van
Jones
Der
would
Esch.
get
I
rid of
love
him
to
in a
watch
heartbeat
Van Der
if
Esch.
somebody came
I
along.
love to
I
watch Van Der Esch. Yeah.
I don't.
It reminds
look,
me of,
I don't like McCarthy.
Who's that?
Because
Who's
from
that?
Boise
Who's that?
State,
Who's that
from
redhead
Boise
backup
State.
they had?
Yeah.
Just because
Cooper
that,
Rush.
like
Cooper
the
Rush.
Blue Mountain
That guy,
State,
though,
you
For
ever watch
backup,
that?
yeah.
For backup,
He
he's
reminds
pretty
me of
sharp.
the guy from Blue Mountain State.
Dude, I just.
I like Kellen Moore calling plays.
Calling plays?
Yeah. He's got
do too.
interviews for head coaches.
He's aggressive. He's very aggressive and different.
I think he's our age or younger.
Yeah.
He's low 30s.
And I guess his brother is interviewing for some spots too. I don't know.
I think
picked
it's
Dallas.
I
hilarious.
took Dallas. I did take
You did?
Dallas.
I'm taking Philly.
I'd like Philly.
Dallas
I'd like to see
over
Philly do
Philly?
it.
I got Philly.
I picked
Three
Philly.
Phillies?
If the
I
old
picked
Philly
Philly,
shows
but
up,
I
then
want
yes.
Dallas.
Yes.
Yeah.
If the old Philly shows up, yes. I haven't
Right,
seen the old
right.
Philly for a while though.
I'm rolling with Dallas. Yeah.
I haven't seen the old Philly.
I picked Philly, but I want Dallas to win.
Is Jalen
I think
100%?
so.
Is that what
I wouldn't say he's 100.
What? Yeah, he's got one more week to sit.
Yeah, he's sitting. Yeah, he's got another week of
He
rest.
played last week, didn't he?
A little bit.
So he's got. So then you're out this
I'm
week.
pretty sure they rotated him out after a while. He sat out.
What was that? Because they had to
I
win
don't
last weekend, right, to win the division.
Correct. Yeah.
I like Dallas, but man, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Philly.
I went Philly.
I'll go Philly.
So we got Philly in the championship game.
I took Dallas.
So that puts San Francisco
I'm
against
gonna go
Minnesota.
Dallas.
It sounds like majority's
think-
going Philly here.
If I had to pick
I
one team that has
want
the
Dallas
easiest
to
route,
win.
if I had one team that had the easiest route, I'd say it's San Francisco.
San Francisco.
I got
Yeah.
San Fran losing.
Well, Seattle was a shoe in.
Right.
And that might just
Seattle's
give
just a
me
mess
one
to me. I mean,
Jalen
they're
Hurts to go to the
they're
Super
just
Bowl.
like they've got a lot of people that really, the way I see it is they don't like each other and they don't want to play together. They've got a lot of studs, but they literally just they can't
They don't-
jive.
yeah.
Helps
There's
that
no-
it's at home. I don't know. Is the lights going to get a little too bright for Purdy?
Yeah, man, that's the funky part, isn't it?
But
Everybody's saying they're the strongest,
well, but,
most uphill,
Right.
getting
Yeah.
stronger team, and then you're like, this dude's played 4 games.
but if you look
Yeah.
at the weapons he's got with Debo, with
And I watched him
McCaffrey,
throughout college
Kittle.
too.
Kittles,
He's a
Ayuk.
playmaker.
Yeah.
you got enough pieces there that you could say, hey, you know what? I can go put a 7th grade baller in there. Just go figure it. You got this talent.
Who have they played in this amount of time when he's been there compared to playoff time?
Yeah.
You know, playoffs
He-
different.
Playoffs
Pretty good
different.
teams.
Playoffs different.
True.
He's at home until he plays Philly, right?
I actually
So-
think that Seattle game. I know you picked Seattle, and I think
I
that's
take San Fran.
Oh, you picked San Fran. Okay. I think that game isn't very close, but I think the next game. I think that game is close. I think the next game.
Be a blowout.
San Francisco against.
I would say Minnesota or New York. I think
If San Francisco plays Minnesota,
Because their defense.
if San Francisco plays Minnesota, that you might as well like tune in because it's going to be done.
Cousins is going to be crying by the end of the game.
And
Yeah.
you're in San Fran. No matter what happens, you're in San Fran.
Yeah, San Francisco. If they have
Well,
Minnesota,
But honestly,
it's going to be
I
a
watched a lot of
bloodbath.
NFC
If
games.
Giants won, they wouldn't
And
play San Fran. Giants
All of
would play
these
Philly.
games are so close. I think
Right.
It
It's
could
tough.
be
The
totally-
NFC's it is a
the whole
tighter.
thing
It's
is
tighter
just-
over there. Like everybody.
I don't think throughout the whole thing there's going to be any blowouts.
But
Like
that's because it's defensive running. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like over here. Over here, it's like which offense is better.
Well, who's throwing
Yeah.
more balls? Who's
Yeah.
throwing the longer ball? Who's running faster?
Yeah.
Over
I
here,
think
it's
if-
like who's smashing the quarterback
Right.
and who's stopping the pass.
If Seattle were happen to sneak by San Francisco,
AFC's just dominant.
if they happen to sneak, I think it's a
Yeah.
done deal. I think they're done after this game.
Who?
Seattle.
Seattle.
I
If
don't-
they make it
they
to the
happen
second-
to beat, I think that this team
Dude,
would beat them.
there's-
I no,
yeah,
might
I know,
now.
but
I just don't see them making it all the way to the championship.
I think you could say that about.
I don't think anybody
Miami.
wants to see them go any further.
Who? San Fran?
No,
Oh,
Seattle.
Seattle. Well, that do you okay? So you got was it Gino
Yeah.
and you got Pete Carroll. So do you? I know they didn't have the greatest season, but what do you, coaching wise, do you let go of Pete Carroll?
No. Seattle's always been a team that like you didn't want to play them. I don't care if their record was 2-8 because Seattle will bring it for no reason and be
But
tough.
That's a good question though, because how long has it been since they've been to the Super Bowl? I mean, like, are we just going to accept the fact it's
Was it
this
7 or
this-
12?
Huh?
07 or 12? For whatever reason, it's one of those two.
I want to think 12.
Is
'Cause
7 or
that's the year
12?
Is that
When
the
they-
Marshawn Lynch?
That's the
thing?
Marshawn.
That's
Lynch.
a Marshawn Lynch, and that's when they won.
So that's a good question though. If you got McVay and you've got Peyton out there, are we just going to accept
You got
Carroll?
the Harbaugh, the other, yeah,
And you got Harbaugh? Is that the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
he's interviewing.
So, I mean, that's a good question.
I'm not saying Seattle's going to be. They're a shoe in. I think San Francisco can handle them. But Seattle, man, there's no telling because, like I said, they can be on a losing season, show up somewhere, and they'll just
Right.
kick ass.
Gino,
So
and Gino's not a terrible quarterback, but he's not.
No, he's not.
He was
long-
terrible.
He's
against
not
the
your.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
He's not
your
MVP
long-term-
worthy.
Yeah.
So we
He's
got
not a
San Francisco. So who are we saying? Minnesota, San Francisco. We're saying
San Fran.
If they face each other, San Francisco's
San
going to.
Francisco, Philly
stop
in the
them.
championship game.
God, that's a tough one.
I've got San Francisco, Dallas. I think that Philly Dallas team or game.
Toss-up.
I think it's a toss up if everybody's healthy.
That's the rubber match.
Where are they
too.
playing at?
Well, it'd be in Philly.
Will it be in Philly?
It'd be outdoors again. You know.
Dallas have a hard time with that.
2 in a row. That'd be 2 in a row for
That'd
them.
be tough.
Yeah, and
I
that's
just don't trust Dallas. I just don't.
Philly's got
I'm like
Philly's
you. I
got
trust
turf
Philly.
too, though, doesn't it?
I can't trust Dallas.
Philly's
either.
not grass.
it's grass.
Dallas
Is it
fans
grass?
can't trust
See, if it's
Dallas.
grass, Dallas have a hard time there too because
They just
They
got
have to hit
faith.
'em.
That's all
I
Dallas fans.
will
they got
watch
faith.
Stephen A. Smith as he's got the pictures of him crying. And I'll laugh at every Cowboy fan.
So
I
let's
have.
pick a team. Let's pick a. What's our Super Bowl matchup here?
I'm going Philly, San Francisco's
That's
going to
what-
make it.
I took for the
Saying San
Super Bowl.
Francisco.
I think Philly, San Francisco is going to be a championship game.
Okay, yeah, I'm talking. Okay,
You're talking
NFC.
I'm talking Super Bowl though. So out of those two teams, so
I got
let's
KC
just
and
say, for
Philly.
argument's sake, it's
who-
Philly, San Francisco.
I think it's
Who-
I think San
Philly,
Francisco
San
can take
Francisco?
Philly.
Or Philly and who else?
Philly and KC.
And you took who? Philly? Okay, I was like, damn, Trent.
Talking about.
Say Trent shit. Okay.
Yeah, I got Kansas City, San Francisco.
I could see that happening again.
I got KC San Fran.
I could see it.
I got KC Philly.
I got Buffalo, San Fran.
You got Buffalo Steelers.
And hey, I would say that those three
Okay,
teams,
son.
actually those four teams,
All of
have
them.
got to be the four strongest
Yep.
teams.
I agree.
Philly at full strength,
Totally,
strongest.
yeah.
Kansas City at full strength, strongest. Buffalo right there with them. San Francisco might be stronger than Philly.
The only one in the NFC I see that's not getting credit is the Giants. I really see the Giants being
That's what I was
tougher.
going to ask you about. Who's the lowest seed that possibly?
I
the
think
best
the
chance to
Giants-
possibly
I think
make
the
it to
Giants-
the
I
Super
think the
Bowl?
Giants.
I think the Giants are a lot tougher than they're getting credit for.
I'd say the Giants.
Definitely the Giants.
It'd be
Lowest,
I'd say the
lowest.
Chargers.
Well,
I'd say Dallas.
if I was going to say, I'm going to go Dallas.
Dallas at a 5 seed.
If I had to go with the lower,
I just see Dallas, man, when they come apart, like they don't
they fall.
just screw up, like they fall apart. Like no yards, no points, no nothing. It's just like
Everything that can go bad
yep,
goes bad.
it does, and it's brutal when they do it.
Man, I had Philly and the Giants and San
And it's
Francisco
always
and
the
Tampa
playoffs.
Bay.
It's always
That
the
would've
playoffs,
been
right?
so crazy.
Well, what Dax? How many yards?
That
did he
would have
have
been a
the last
crazy
game?
looking one with
It was like
Philly,
100
Giants,
it was
San
100 and something. It
Francisco,
was
and Tampa
nothing.
Bay playing each other. That one, I thought. Because the San Fran Tampa Bay could go anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with
that's
that.
Mine. That's
If
mine.
they got there, that'd be
That
a tough
guy-
game. That'd be a
Yeah.
tough
Tom
game.
Brady. If he
I couldn't make my
somehow-
mind up. Well,
If the
I think
game
I'd
is
go with
close,
Philly
if the
there,
game
and
is
then
close,
What
beat
you got
Philly
is the
and-
ball.
I don't
With
know.
with Tom Brady, he can pick apart any defense because the guy's got more experience, more everything. So the defense, literally, you're gonna have to outplay him because you can't trick him. You ain't gonna.
Oh, one more thing I want to talk about with because I haven't read all of them is the new overtime rules.
Okay, the
So you've heard about the overtime
first
rules.
touchdown doesn't win now. I saw that, but I didn't see the rest. I think the other team gets a chance to answer back. Is that right?
I don't know if it's a time limit, but I believe it's possession. So I think if the first team scores a touchdown, the second team has to score a touchdown.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
First team scores a field
Yep.
goal,
Just like
and the second
college.
team scores
Correct.
a field goal, then we go again.
Yeah.
But if I score a field goal and then a touchdown get scored, then maybe it's
Touchdown.
over with.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. You
Yeah.
get a
Which is
chance.
how
Get the
it
ball.
should be.
You do
You
the
get to
ball.
answer back. You don't
You
get
the ball
just.
back.
Yeah. It's just not a lose lose.
Shouldn't be a time
I
limit.
don't know what game would have caused that weird rule.
Crazy. So crazy.
If you were to
Could
listen,
see it
if you were to listen to Talk
again.
Radio,
Could
if
see
you were to
it
listen
again.
to ESPN, if you were to listen to Fox, any of those, everybody is taking Tampa. I just want you guys to know. I mean, it's
They're
the,
taking Tampa.
Well, you
it's the pick.
you
Pick right.
cannot count out that quarterback.
I know.
You can't.
You never count out.
all the big guys
Yes.
that have the big shows.
I-
Rich Eisen, like they're all picking.
And the
Tampa
bad
Bay.
part is,
I kinda feel that.
the guy doesn't. He doesn't run. The guy can just pick them apart, and he will. Once he sees that hole or that weakness, it's all day.
But his receivers got to catch the ball.
Well, I saw
That's
that the other
Brady's
night.
biggest problem
Yeah.
this season is his receivers have not been catching
And
the ball.
the problem is the
And
ball's there.
he's
The
had
ball's
some
there.
shit ass fucking games too.
And
but-
he's got his boys getting healthy.
Yeah,
Because he didn't have Godwin for the first half, and now he's got Godwin.
yeah.
Mike Evans is healthy.
Well, they're all
Evans
starting to
is
come back.
starting to find-
But even Mike Evans was dropping pat. Was it last week or the week before? Mike Evans dropped 2.
He dropped a couple.
and it was bad. Like he totally shouldn't have dropped them.
Gronk's coming back this week.
Gronk will be there. Hey
soon as-
guys,
Julian Edelman's come out of
As soon as
retirement.
this UAA insurance whatever kicks in,
USA.
USAA.
So we got
insurance.
Chiefs.
But I'm special.
So we got Chiefs.
yeah. Oh, you're the special.
And we got a
Spell
couple
cat,
Phillies. We
girl.
got a couple San Fran.
So we've got Chiefs with one bill. We've got San Fran's and Phillies. Is that right?
Yeah,
Who's winning it?
I don't know.
I got the Chiefs. If they play San Francisco, Chiefs are gonna win it.
I know, I'm going with my heart feeling.
They play Philly.
How do you
They'll
not?
beat Philly.
I mean, how do you?
They'll beat Philly, but the secondary and the passing for the Philadelphia Eagles, it can't happen.
Give me
It can't happen. The line's gonna have to step up. D line steps up, and they'll murder Philadelphia. But if the D line
Think about
doesn't do their job, Philadelphia will walk all over them with
You've
with
got-
the rookies in the back.
So you're going to have Andy Reid and Doug Peterson.
Yep.
And Doug Peterson knows Andy Reid's style.
Yeah.
Came out of it.
Yeah.
That would be a hell of a matchup.
It'd be a
That
good
would
game.
Is
be-
it Kyle Shanahan from one of those trees?
Shanahan is from,
He was a part of something
Yeah.
with them.
I don't know which tree he's under. But yes.
See under the Gruden tree? I can't remember.
Dude, that would be
Here's the deal. I remember watching Kansas City play San Francisco in the regular season. I remember watching them play them in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And they
It's a different team.
I know, but this year they diced them up.
Yeah, they did.
that was
They did.
McCaffrey's first game with
Yep.
the two.
Yeah.
No, they did. They
And granted, it was Jimmy G's like, I'm done kind of
Yeah.
thing. I'm gonna get hurt and then
yeah.
Give me
ow,
the
ow.
paid.
But it was like the end of him. But they still diced him up. Buffalo. I don't know. Has Buffalo played San Francisco or Philly this year?
I don't think so.
I thought they
No.
played Philly, didn't they? Am I
Let me
wrong?
see.
Did they play Philly? I know they haven't played San Francisco.
Played the Chiefs. And
It seems like it would be a letdown if you can get all the way through the AFC and get to the Super Bowl and not win it.
yeah,
Man, that'd be tough.
I agree with that.
Because it just seems like
It is
so
put a lot on Brock Purdy for San Francisco
Right.
to hear, though, isn't it?
Well, right now he's soaking it up. But
That comes to
Playoffs
an end,
are here,
dude.
though.
That comes to an end.
yeah, playoffs are here. It's not regular
You
season.
said he's
now.
only played 4 games? I thought haven't they won like 8 straight games? San Francisco? I thought they won.
I thought he'd only played 4 or
And
5.
he's got broken ribs too, doesn't he? He's got broken ribs.
He's
Something
got-
I thought
crazy.
they were on.
I
Like
thought
an
they were
8-game winning streak.
I think they are, but he's only played 4 or
Is
5
he only
games.
played?
Dislocated ribs or something
Okay.
like
But
that.
in those 4 or 5 games, he's been the best rated quarterback in the whole.
Yeah,
NFL.
no, he's been.
above Mahomes, above Allen, above everybody. It's been like tip top back.
But that can't continue, right?
No.
I mean,
It
it's,
is.
sooner or later he's gonna.
It should. It should. It should come to an end.
Before that, Hurts was the top rated guy. I mean, Hurts was going to be MVP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We all agree on that, right?
he was
Yeah,
Mahomes
but
is having a great
the
season.
hurt,
It was.
getting hurt is what screwed him.
And it's gonna be what, a month since he's played next? Or last?
Has it been
Does that have anything?
No, he
I thought it was
played
like
a little
2
bit last
did he-
game.
I thought last
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Okay.
I thought last game they put him in and took him out. Like he
They did.
played for a little bit. And
Bills
that's it.
haven't played anybody. I'm checking at their schedule. They haven't played anybody.
I thought they played Philadelphia.
I think Philly and San Francisco played this year. I don't remember.
When we look at the San Fran.
I mean, I remember the Chiefs game when they played San Francisco. But
Yeah, I'm rooting for Dallas. I'm rooting for New York.
You going for Giants?
I think the Giants-
I want them to do well.
I think the
Out of
Giants
all
are
these
going
teams,
to
I
be
could care less who wins
Yeah.
NFC, but I'd like to see the Giants.
NFC. I think the Giants will be a silent killer if they do. If anybody does, it'll be them.
I got the Giants beating Minnesota
San Fran played 10.
I think
I really do.
that they'll beat them.
and
I
playing
think they'll beat-
Philadelphia. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I've got.
Yeah, I think the Giants will beat Minnesota.
Because that's
So the Giants is a sleeper.
I think so.
I think so.
I think that's the
Yeah.
team that the second week of the playoffs, you're like, why the hell they're still here?
So think about that. If Giants win, that's going to put them against
San Francisco more
Philly.
likely, or Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
it
of
put
how it
Philly.
all switches.
Yep.
Dallas.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're low seed.
Dallas,
So
San
it would be Philly. So that would move you Tampa against San Fran.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
So it's going to be an NFC East divisional round,
Right.
period.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Unless Seattle wins, but
I don't think Seattle wins. I think Seattle's a shoe in. They just made it here.
Then
They just
again,
want.
they
They just
haven't
want
got
the shirts.
Yeah. I agree. They just want their
They just
shirts.
wanted the
We
shirts.
made the playoffs.
all right. So we're taking. It's either going to be Kansas City or Buffalo in the AFC.
Oh yeah.
San Francisco, Philly in the NFC. Conveniently, those are the 1 and 2 teams in both divisions.
Chalk.
Taking
But
the
I'm
Buffalo.
sorry.
I mean,
think
yeah,
that-
but
I think San Fran's going
they're
to
there for a reason.
But-
I think San Francisco will
I-
take Philly. I think
and
they will.
playoffs are always something totally different. You know, I mean,
The problem with playoffs
Tampa
when
Bay.
you have a
you gotta
bad
think
game,
about
you're
them.
screwed in the
Tom
playoffs.
Brady's just insane in playoffs. So, but
Yeah.
he did.
That's Cincy.
But he
Buffalo.
did go through a divorce this year. So
All the goats play better when they lose their wife.
That's right.
Tiger Woods.
They come back. It's like, yeah, this guy's 20 years younger now.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Wright was talking about Trevor Lawrence today, and he was like, "There's 2 goats playing." He was like, "2 goats?" He said, "Yeah, Tom Brady and Trevor Lawrence." And Trevor Lawrence isn't a goat. He goes, "He's the greatest player that's ever played on Saturday." In high school, he was like 27-2. In college, he was like 30-something and 2. He's never played an NFL game on a Saturday, so he's never lost an NFL game. No, they said he's never lost because all the championships, because he won high school champion
Or on
3
Saturday.
years in a row,
yeah,
college championship 2 years in a row, I think, or 1 or
Two.
2. Went twice.
He went twice. He won one, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that was funny.
I'm
so the Sunshine Kid is a Saturday player.
He's a
huh?
Saturday kid, and they play
He's
tomorrow.
a Saturday
I
player.
got him tomorrow.
And they play tomorrow.
I got him tomorrow.
Got my
So
man
again,
tomorrow.
what's the game? This game, and then which one? This one.
That actually could make a big difference in that game. I did not know that. I didn't. Huh.
It's like a college game or something. But
It's the
It
same
could
deal.
make a big difference. Though.
It's the same deal to swap all that shit up. If if
Right.
them teams lose, your low seed will be a different one than we're planning on.
All right.
all right, should be a good one, D.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
Real husbands and bride.